What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Timberwolves NBA matchup going down Friday, March 29th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Denver Nuggets coming into this one with a record of 51-22 on the year, 33-39-1 against the number after a 104-97 loss to the Phoenix Suns last time out. That snapped a 4-game win streak. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves coming in winners of 3 straight and 6 of their last 7 after a 106-91 victory over the Detroit Pistons in their last matchup. And I'll tell you, the Detroit Pistons were not any match for the Minnesota Timberwolves in that game. And Minnesota's done a good job of beating up on the teams that they should beat up on as of late. If you look past the Detroit Pistons, they beat up on the Cleveland Cavaliers when the Cavs were banged up. And they beat up on the Utah Jazz twice on the road. The Jazz not the same team that they were at home to start the year. Also had a nice road win over the Clippers. The one sort of the one little blip that the Timberwolves had, and the only thing standing between Minnesota and a 7-game win streak was their last matchup against the Denver Nuggets. The game was finished 115-112. Now, I will say, though, in favor of the Denver Nuggets, that game was maybe not as close as that final score would have indicated, as Denver was up big in that game, and they let Minnesota creep back into it. I remember watching it in Vegas when it was going on, and I had Denver in that game, and I was like, you know what, it's just, Denver was looking good, and all of a sudden, you blink, and Minnesota's down by 1 or 2 points, and I just think that this is, a Minnesota team that's starting to show some fight, now that we're in the later stage of the season. And it's a Minnesota team that's right neck and neck with Oklahoma City and Denver for the top spot in the Western Conference. And for all these 3 teams in the mix for the top spot, Denver, Minnesota, OKC, getting home court is so important with how good all these teams have been at home. I mean, Denver 29-7 straight up at home. Minnesota 26-9 and one of the best defensive home teams in the NBA this season. Oklahoma City 28-8 straight up at home. So I think that home court's definitely, one of the most important things you can have, especially with all the parity in the Western Conference. But with that said, doesn't change the fact that the Timberwolves found a way to keep it close in the first meeting between these two teams, or at least the last meeting, I should say, pardon me. And I still think that there's value here. I think that the Minnesota Timberwolves can at least keep this game close. I think Denver probably wins this game. But like I said, with so much on the line for both of these teams and so much at stake in terms of, trying to leapfrog each other for the top spot in the West, I think it's going to be competitive right down until the final shot. So I'm going to take Minnesota here. I'm going to take them plus the 6 points, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.